Are you ready? Hey guys. Welcome to something that I decided I would try. Wednesdays with the wife. Or like to have her on here as a special guest. Hey baby. To discuss some marriage topics and primarily the reasons why we wanted to be set apart from the world. For me personally, it's going back, I do come from a divorce, looking at a lot of my friends, almost all divorced. Looking at my family, almost all divorced. Divorce was always an option, and that's the way the world sees it. But God didn't divorce the church. A lot of people look at Deuteronomy as a personal verse because it says, "You have been set apart as holy to the Lord your God, and he has chosen you from all of the nations of the earth to be his own special treasure." I kind of like to look at that from a marriage standpoint as well, because the marriage is the model of Jesus in the church. So I feel like we need to put more significance and more importance on it. What about you? What about being set apart?
Well, I just want different from what I had, because what I had was lonely. I was I was ignored in my last marriage. There was other things that were put above me. It was just a very lonely time.
The wife's number one. I emphasize that a lot to people and they just don't understand it. Some of the topics that we want to look at, that I want to look at along the way, have to do with certain things that we've done in our marriage to be set apart, not just to look set apart or anything like that, to actually be something that the world looks at us like, oh, it's different.
Like we're weird. We get called weird.
We get that a lot. And that's okay. But protecting the vulnerability of the wife, because she is a weaker vessel, and that's not sexist, that's biblical. And
well, and I have like examples of that. I mean, I don't know if I said it in a video that I've already posted or if it's in a video that I'm going to post, but I was talking about I didn't go anywhere without him. And the main reason for that is because I am treated so much differently when I go out without him, even if it's just to the grocery store. Like I was at Aldi a couple of weeks ago because I had to go without him. And you bag your own groceries and take them out. And a man approached me twice. Once when I was bagging my groceries and wanted to help me bag my groceries. And then he followed me out to my car and wanted to put them in my car. So I just would prefer to not go anywhere without him, because I do not want men to approach me. But when I go out with you, and you've seen it before, they'll try to approach me sometimes, and then they'll see him. Yeah, and so I just feel like it's protection. People think that he's controlling, in a sense, I think, because I had a lady one time, because we do Christian theater, and I was talking about my day or something, and I said I didn't have a lot of time because we had so many rehearsals. And she said, "Well, you don't work. What do you do during the day?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm at home." And she couldn't understand why I wouldn't go out and do what I needed to do during the day when he wasn't with me. And I didn't go into all that. But I just feel safer when I go out with him, because the world's crazy and people are crazy, and I ain't about men hitting on me. And if a woman was vulnerable enough, then she might take him up on her. She might talk to him, and then he might think that she's nice, and then it's a whole mess. When if you just avoid the whole situation, like Verizon. I mean, he wasn't hitting.
That's a funny story.
He wasn't being like a flirt, but he was, what's the word? Trying to take advantage of me and I'll use the word vulnerability, but I don't know if that's the right word.
Basically what happened was we both went in, needed what was it, a phone? Trying to get a phone or something?
No, I think I was getting my iPad at that time.
Okay. Either way, I had to run to the store next door while she took care of the rest of the issue. As soon as I left, they started trying to pressure her to buy something else.
Sell me a Hue.
Yeah,
Hue?
and hub,
Hub.
something.
Something for my
Anyway.
car.
And it wasn't just one salesman, is the funny part. There were two salesmen trying to tell her all of this information and trying to talk her into it. And it's, oh, such a wonderful deal. And
I kept telling them no. I kept saying, but didn't they ask while you were there too? And you told them no?
Yes, I told them no before I left. I was not interested. They didn't even have the product out on the floor.
Yeah, and then you left, and then they went and got the product. And I'm telling, they literally attacked me, for lack of a better word. It was two of them telling me how I'm not safe when I'm out, and I need to have this contraption that tells me everything that's wrong with my car. Well, he's a mechanic. I don't need a contraption to tell me what's wrong with my car. And I kept saying no, and they're like, but this, and it was giving me anxiety bad. And then as soon as he walks in, they stopped talking about it.
Yeah, it was quite funny because as soon as they saw me coming through the door, they packed all their stuff up and just acted like they weren't even trying to sell her anything. But that's just the vulnerability part, protecting the weaker vessel.
And I can't say no. Is that a part of being a weaker vessel?
Yes.
Or is that just I have no assertiveness, like my personality?
I think it has. You don't want conflict, and you can be pushed over a little bit easier than I can, and people sense that.
Is that okay? Never mind. I was gonna say, is that like a woman thing, or is that just my personality? Next. Don't you like having me on as your guest?
Yeah. So that's just a little example of some ideas that I have for the video. Just some kind of raw talk and touching on subjects that really I feel and I know and I've heard really set us apart. Some of them will be more, I guess, fun, for lack of words, and others will be more serious. So I hope you like Wednesday with the Wife.
Wait a minute.
Look forward to more. Yeah.
You should ask them if they have things they want us to talk about.
So, Wife with the Wednesday. We will be touching on Wednesday.
Do you need a drink?
Wednesday with the Wife. Sometimes it'll be more fun, for lack of a better word. Sometimes it'll be a little bit more serious. But if there's anything that you would like for us to touch on, you have any questions, topics you want us to hit, feel free to drop it down in the comments below. And we will do our best to pray about it, study it, and get a video out on it. So until next time, God bless you.